Yeah, the judge got an epic beard mustache combo. I'm jelly. The time of discovery.
Ow! You see, when I found the body, I heard the time.
He couldn't.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was there 3 hours. Oh, but it says, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Nah, because again, there was a blackout. Sir. Sorry.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
What was
The
that?
time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. Problem.
Blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
God!
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
You see his toupee?
No. It was too
Like when he
reading.
said, it jumped. Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught.
Oh, I seen it this time. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Still doesn't make sense.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
How does he know it's a clock?
That's a good point.
You saw a clock?
Sir.
I guess that would explain it.
No.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. It didn't say anything about it being a clock. The statue in the shape of the
It's
thinker.
rather heavy.
Gladly.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. Table clock in the apartment wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
How you know that? We going with this?
Yeah, because how do we know that's a clock?
Huh.
No one said it was a clock.
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Or should I say Mr. Didn't Saw It, Mr.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
as the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud.
But then he would have had to touch it to know that.
As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes.
Mr. Judge Man.
Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Oh, buzz, buzz. Ooh, rabble, rabble.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sod, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw.
That vein, though.
Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn! Give him death! Sir?
Hyper-aggress.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claimed the sound of the witness. You claimed the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock.
Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. It's 3 hours off. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sod heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Solid, try to talk your way out of this one.
Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Solid.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime.
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed
Nah,
you.
man.
There's nothing I can
What are
do
we
about it
doing?
now. What?
So what are y'all doing? Not so fast, Mr. Saw It.
Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't...
Oh, sorry, I keep getting ahead of myself.
I can't prove the clock was slow that day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yep, because she wasn't in the country.
I mean, there could be a couple reasons why it could be 3 hours slow.
Wait! Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow.
Alright, here's the thing. What you're saying is...
I'm saying this.
I don't know that that's relevant, because that have to do with the clock. I think that the power outage, wouldn't that have affected the clock? Is it a battery run clock? Did we say that?
No, we didn't say it was a battery run clock.
Okay, so think about it.
But it just says something about check the batteries, though.
Yeah, it says something about checking the batteries on the clock, right? So...
But how would you explain the 3-hour gap?
Because it was 3 hours slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time that he had been in there, and this had happened, it was like between 4 and 5,
Which
right?
means it would have been off for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the building was out by noon to 6. So why do you think it's the passport?
Time difference.
But is it 3 hours difference from where they are in Paris?
I mean, what other evidence do we have to prove it?
So you're thinking she took the clock with her,
Or she bought the clock.
or she bought the clock in Paris, and it's a 3-hour difference. Okay, maybe that is what it is.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, well, go ahead.
If I'm wrong, it's on me. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there.
Look at you.
The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Bro, get him. Ew.
He's gone rabbit. He had cyanide in the tooth? Order. Order, I say.
Look at you.
It's
You're
the only
right,
piece
though.
It's the only piece of evidence we didn't use.
That's true.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
They was ready to throw the spell in.
Mm-hmm. And find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Look at my eyes. Confetti for all. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Look at you.
It turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar.
What?
He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
That's a shame.
August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby, number 2. Whew! I still can't believe we won!
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over!
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no? I mean,
What?
bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Oh, Lord. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat! Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook.
Right? Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just was playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry?
Larry.
Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him.
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about?
What? What?
I have no idea what she's talking about. The fact that she had the statue?
Well, I don't know. That she took it with her to Paris?
Yeah, I mean...
That's the only thing I can think of if he's saying he made it and then...
And she had it.
Yeah.
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her.
Huh? What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Larry's wild, bro. She called him Harry, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me.
On you?
We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh, meow. Sorry.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident.
What?
And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh.
The end.
Oh.
That's episode 1. A brand new episode has been added. Oh, so we're at 42 minutes, so we probably cannot do another whole episode.
Nah.
So that's going to do it for Phoenix Wright. This would be, a little bit shorter than our usual episodes, but we will definitely be back with this. So what did you think of episode 1?
It was good. I started to remember things as, obviously we went through it, but yeah.
Cool.
I liked it.
Good. I think we started 2, but we never finished episode 2. So episode 2 will be all new to us. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, share. All that stuff helps to grow the channel. The bigger the channel gets, the more we can do this. The more times you can laugh at us or with us. You choose. But until next time, be happy, be safe, and
Peace out.
Peace out.